Let's talk about something called a Win's proxy agent. Many times you have computers on your network that are not supported by Win's. If this is the case, you can have a proxy agent that will help resolve IP addresses. Now, a Win's proxy agent is found on a subnet of a network where you'd have, say, one Win server on the network, and the network's broken up into segments or subnets, and in between each subnet there is a router. If the client is trying to access the Win server but it's not supported by it, it will try to access it by making a broadcast. It'll go out there and flood the subnet trying to locate this server. Once it comes to the router will not forward this broadcast. So therefore, it will never reach the Win server on the other side of that router. But a Win's proxy agent can allow this to happen. Some items to pay attention to when working with Win's proxy agents is, one, you cannot have more than 2 proxy agents for each subnet. Also, each proxy agent can be a Win's client, but it cannot be a Win server. Because what you basically do is you go in after you install the Win server and you change it over to be a proxy agent. Let's go on and see how we would do this. We start by going to the Start button. We go up to Run. We type regedit32 and click OK. When our registry editor comes up, we want to go to HKey _ local _ machine. Then go to System, Current Control Set, Services. Let's expand this here so we can see it. We're going down to Net BT. And then Parameters. If we go over here to Enable Proxy and we double click on it, we'll notice the data value is 0. 0 means that it is not a proxy agent. We add 1 to it, click OK, and now it is set up as a proxy agent. After we close our registry editor, we would need to make sure that we go under our TCP IP properties and go to the Win's address tab and make sure that Win's address is for our primary Win server. Once we do that, this machine will act as a full proxy agent. Let's say we decide later on that we don't want this to be a proxy agent. We want this to be a full Win server. We very simply come back to this location in our registry, double click on Enable Proxy, set it back to 0, click OK, and then we're set. It's back set up as a regular Win server.